Now, this is not something you really want to wake up to. Yikes. Person. I was gonna say a hot mess, but everyone says that I say that too much, so. But being all serious, I did just wake up, so I do look a little crazy now. This is not something you really want to wake up to, but I'm gonna be reading some messages and doing a little bit of a backstory to kind of get you guys to understand. But no, there will be no name dropping. I'm not gonna be saying her name. I'm not gonna be saying her anything. Instagram name, nothing. Like, it doesn't need to be said because I don't want people to find her, attack her, find her and be like, good job, you know, or anything. Like, no one needs to know. And this is what it says. Hey, I have been following your journey for a while in full support. I'm a dietitian and live in Kentucky. If you ever need help, I'm here for you. I know you had issues finding one in the past. I can come to you or just chat anytime if you need. So when I saw that, because I have had people fake being companies, just faking who they were. I've had this happen so many times before. You can ask Becky, she's been there to see it all. So I went to her Instagram because that's what I do. If you're gonna tell me you're someone, I'm gonna go check that ish out and I'm gonna see if you're being honest with me. So I went to her Instagram and she was 100% being honest. Her whole feed is her. She's absolutely beautiful. You can tell she's fit and she eats healthy. And one of the photos was actually her with her certificate. She was considered an RD dietitian. I don't really know. I don't know code words. I don't know like the actual wording for this. But she was legally a dietitian. So I replied and I was like, oh my gosh, yes, this is amazing. I love all the advice you can give. I said that because I was like, oh my god, this is like so amazing, because I have been wanting a dietitian for so long, and it's just like everywhere in Kentucky that I've tried to find one, it didn't work out, or I couldn't find one. So it's just been a mess. And she just replied and said, yay, so happy to hear that. So I said, what advice do you have for me? And she sent a whole paragraph and she said, well, it's hard to spot random advice just based off of your videos. I know just about everyone leaves whatever diet recommendation on the comments of your videos, so you get plenty of that. In general, I always encourage my clients to take baby steps and find what works for them. The right diet for anyone is a diet that works for them. I generally like to see a food diary for week of eating and base any advice and steps to start taking based off of that. If you aren't feeling that, I'd be happy to just send some great evidence based on nutrition articles and info sheets to you that you have food lists and diet plans. I said, oh yeah, I'd love to see the articles. Do you recommend I calorie count? She said, I do. Choosing more healthy and whole foods is great and all, but weight loss is all that matters when starting from a bigger size. The rest will come with time. Weight Watchers is a little iffy just because it does give you 0 points for a lot of foods, which isn't great for people with a history of overeating. My biggest piece of advice is not to feel like you have to hit your calorie minimum every day. It's okay to be under your limit some days. Starvation mode is not a true thing. 2,500 to 3,000 calories would be 2,500 to 3,000 calories would be a good range for you to lose weight. Steady, but still shows progress. So that is kind of where I got that 2,500 to 3,000 calorie situation. We do end up starting to text each other, and I'm, like I said, this whole video, like, I'm literally gonna read every text message, but I'm not gonna give away any personal information. Like I told you guys in a video, that is how many calories she told me to eat, and everyone thought I was lying. I said, and by the way, this title is not clickbait. My dietitian